I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, but I promised you I've been waiting here forever. I had a much to say, but you're not here with me, no. We're invincible, like fire in the snow. Trust me when I say you are my beautiful world, and I'm feeling it all, we should make an effort. It's true you're so far away, and it's true you don't feel the same. But if you take my hand, we can try and go back, starting from scratch. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not, because I still believe. You're my gravity. You will never be what I expected. Different frequencies, that's why we ain't connected. You know I will make it through, I got nothing to lose but you. It's true you're so far away, and it's true I can feel the same. It's another day, you know you want me to stay, but I go my way. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not, because I still believe. You're my gravity. You're my gravity. You're calling out my name, but the echo numbs your pain. Sorry, but more than just a shadow, I'm more than just a man. You don't care how I feel, you don't know how I feel. No, you don't know how. I wash away the sorrow till my heart can beat again. You're my gravity. No, you're my gravity. I will let you go, the only thing that I know. You were my gravity, but now I have to leave. I will let you go. Why do you feel that I want? What do you think that I want? I know how to breathe into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity. I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, but I promised you I've been waiting here forever. I had a much to say, but you're not here with me, no. We're invincible, like fire in the snow. Trust me when I say you are my beautiful world, and I'm feeling it all, we should make an effort. It's true you're so far away, and it's true you don't feel the same. But if you take my hand, we can try and go back, starting from scratch. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not.
Warning. The Duracell Cup Series data file you have attempted to access is out of date. Uploading current file now.
It's a brand new car from stem to stern, and it's never been raced at these speeds.
The next gen car is opportunity.
Everything is different with the exception of like the seat, the steering wheel, and your helmet.
Unknown creates excitement.
Talking about my generation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Late afternoon, as we prepare here for the second race of the season for the NNSCRA Duracell Ultra Lite Series here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Cup qualifying wrapped up not too long ago. That track rubber is still out there on the surface. May give these drivers a little bit more of an edge here tonight to be able to make some moves. Should be a good race here this evening as these drivers then will prepare for a little bit of a break before we get to North Wilkesboro, coming off the heels of the Daytona race weekend. Front row for tonight's event, a couple of drivers that fared somewhat differently, shall we say, 2 weeks ago at the high banks of Daytona International. On the pole position is going to be the number 24. That is Austin Reed. He brought it home third place at Daytona. Alongside of him, Nathan Stapleton. He didn't fare quite as well. He finished in the 13th position. So those two both have different agendas here tonight. One of them trying to continue the momentum from a couple of weeks ago. One of them trying to gain points back that they may have lost. But they both can agree on one thing. They both want to be leading that final lap and come around to take that checkered flag for what both of them would be the first win of their NNSCRA careers, I do believe. You got Sophia Simon lined up there in the third spot, Kat Batson in fourth, and looks like the fifth position is going to be completed by the 13 of Nathan Fogler. As we've got 20 drivers ready to take the green flag here tonight for 54 laps of racing. But you did not tune in here tonight to hear my rambling pre-race. You want to see some racing. So do I. Let's go down trackside, get those most famous words in motorsports here this afternoon at Las Vegas.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Keep an eye on your temps for this first segment. We shouldn't really be in danger of overheating, but it will, probably get up to about 220, so just keep an eye on that.
20 strong engines rumble off pit road behind the Dodge Charger pace car. As you see on the bottom right of your screen, the starting lineup for this evening's event. Included in that lineup, your points leader, winner last time out at Daytona, Benny Watson. Also, Roberto Crown Jr. was on the racetrack not too long ago in the Cup qualifying session. He was trying to qualify the Haas Racing entry into the field, was unsuccessful, but you got to wonder if that little extra track time will give him an advantage in this one. Points coming into this race, close obviously after just one race under their belts. Benny Watson 8 points over David Dixon and Austin Reed, our pole sitter. They're tied for second. Aaron Macklin is tied for fourth with Eric Monaco 10 points back. A lot can change here today. A lot of positions can be gained. A lot of positions can be lost. They should be able to make it the entire distance on fuel. Projected about 60 laps they can run and 54 laps here tonight. Green flag in the air. We're underway at Vegas. for speeds to reach over 200 miles per hour, a prerequisite of what to expect in tomorrow afternoon's Cup Series race. Sophia Simon showing the nose, trying to see if she can get to the inside for the race lead, and not going to lead lap 1 just yet. That's going to go to the 24. Looking 3 wide. We're already 3 wide, middle of the pack there around Benny Watson, Eric Monaco, and Nathan Stapleton, and we are 3 wide for the lead. That's John Lightning Jr. on the inside, Nathan Fogler in the middle in the Duracell car, and then Sophia Simon high, wide, and handsome, almost up to that yellow outside safer barrier there. As Fogler will take the top position, 3 wide, 2 rows deep behind them, 4 wide, almost, contact, oh, we got a wreck in the back! Cody Smart has gone around, caution's gonna wave. First caution of the evening as they're racing back to the yellow. 17 of Cody Smart, and there were a couple of others that were involved. I couldn't see through the cloud of smoke who else was in that, as it will be the Toyota of Nathan Fogler who's going to lead them around here through the smoke cloud on the front straightaway to receive the yellow. Benny Watson in second. Looked like it might have been Benjamin Snyder, Eric Monaco, and John Lightning Jr., the top 5. Yeah, tough break there for the Carvana Ford Mustang of Cody Smart. A lot of damage on the left side of that car. It's hard to tell. We don't have a camera angle here. Let's see if he comes around here. Oh, yeah, that right side is pancaked as well. He got sandwiched. Looks like maybe some damage on the left side of David Dixon. Second in points. Oh, there's more than left side damage. He's had some pretty good contact, and it might have been Madeline Crenshaw in the 22. Might have been the other car that I saw kind of boxed in there behind Cody Smart up against the outside wall. We'll know for certain when we drop back to take a look at our replay here. They were coming to the completion of lap number 3. And I thought they were going to wreck further up, I'll be honest, because they were 3 wide, 4 wide. There was contact being made. They were leaning on each other, but it happened further back. We're going to drop back here to the exit of turn 4. Roberto Crown Jr. is on the inside, David Dixon on the outside, and it's hard to tell there. 17, I think, was trying to give room. Man, did you see the 45? He actually was up in the air. The rear tires were off the ground, and he rode the safer barrier for a moment there. Madeline Crenshaw definitely did get a piece also. See if we can take a look at it again. Dixon's car popped up in the air. Yeah. It's hard to tell there if the 17 comes down or if the 21 comes up, but they were 4 wide. Not a whole lot of space being given there. A lot of damage on Cody Smart's machine. Cody, last week at Daytona, or not last week, but last time out, 2 weeks ago, 14th. Let's go on board with the 45 of David Dixon. This will be an interesting ride. Going inside the cockpit of the DHL Toyota Camry. You can see right there, definitely caught air with the back end of that car. Was up on his side and then kind of nose grinding there on the front straightaway. Looks like all 3 of the drivers involved, Dixon, Smart, Crenshaw, came to pit road, made repairs. Looks like they returned to the racetrack, so all 20 drivers will still continue at this point in time. So Nathan Fogler, hopefully we'll see the pace car ahead of him next time across the line, have the lights go out, and we'll go back green. Benny Watson will line up behind him in second, Benjamin Snyder third, Eric Monaco in fourth, and then John Lightning Jr. in the 5th position. As I said, these drivers are going to have a bit of a break after the conclusion of this race. We don't see them again for another 3 weeks during the North Wilkesboro race weekend. Only 20 races here in the Lite series as opposed to the 36 races for the Cup drivers, so it is quite spaced out. There are a couple of portions on the schedule where we have back-to-back-to-back weeks, but here in the early going of the season, a lot of off weeks for these drivers. Of course, for these drivers as well, no playoffs, no chase system. It's basically just you accumulate the most points at the end of the season, you are the Duracell Ultra Lite Series champion. Also an opportunity for drivers to showcase what they've got, opportunity to maybe be able to make a start or two in the Cup Series, or at least attempt to make a start or two in the Cup Series, more than likely through a non-charter situation. We've seen already here this season with the Cup Series side how the non-charter situation has made things quite unpredictable. Matthew Rodriguez, non-charter driver, wins the Daytona 500, then decides, well, I'm going to run full time to try and see if I can make my way into the playoffs as we're doubling up here. And failed to qualify for tomorrow's Cup Series race earlier on this afternoon. So, be interesting to see how that plays out. Still very young season. A lot of racing left to go. A lot of racing still to go here in this one. As Benny Watson jumped up to the top side of Nathan Fogler. Lane choice for the race leader. Brings us into the restart zone and gets us back under the green flag. Little slow there for Nathan Fogler. Benny Watson was on, I think the 13 spun the tires or something, because he did not get going, and it stacked up the whole inside line behind him. Benny Watson now in control of this race, 3 wide further back. 3 wide, about 2, almost 3 rows deep. These drivers not learning anything from what happened in the early going. Kyle Langland, little contact between him and I think that was Samet Oskin. Oh, we're 4 wide. Oh, please settle this out. We're not. Eric Monaco is going to be the gentleman and back out of it. We're still going to be 4 wide. Now we're back to 3. Nope, we're still 4. Cole Koibe is going to stick his nose in there on Roberto Crown Jr., Sophia Simon, Benjamin Snyder. We are going to somehow get out of turn 4 without torn up race cars. I don't know how. Comes Nathan Stapleton on the inside of Nathan Fogler. So it's the Nathan and Nathan show for second place. I think the 97 had to bail out of the throttle there with that shallow entry to turn 1. Hergel Alonso takes advantage. He'll swing around the top and take the final spot on the podium. Koibe is now going to move up into 5th place after those daring moves of 3 and 4 wide a couple of laps ago. And Roberto Crown Jr. now for the 5th position on the outside of Samet Oskin. Started in the final row. Did Roberto Crown Jr., but remember, he's got some laps here just a couple of hours ago in the qualifying session for the Cup Series. So maybe the only driver that knew the tendencies of what this track is capable of, how it might change as we head further on into the evening hours. Looks like we've gotten things spread out a little bit here. Maybe settle into a long green flag run. The 3 drivers involved in our first and up to this point only caution. Looks like the damage has really affected all of them speed-wise. Madeline Crenshaw, Cody Smart, and David Dixon are all way, way back behind the lead group. The drivers that are up to speed, so they'll be hoping for a race of attrition to pick up some spots. It's going to be a big hit in the point standings for David Dixon. Boy, it was hard to tell from that camera angle if the 97 was to the left rear quarter panel of the 13 or not, but apparently not down the back straightaway. Now I think he is off of turn number 4 as Nathan Stapleton will challenge for the lead. Dixon was 2nd in points, Madeline Crenshaw was 17th, and Cody Smart was 14th. Plenty of time to think about how to gain the points back lost today, if indeed they finish where they're running, with the long break between now and our next race at North Wilkesboro for these drivers. Of course, tomorrow, Cup Series racing here from Las Vegas, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to join us for that as Cole Koibe takes the top position. the Vitamin Water Toyota Camry. Toyotas have looked good here tonight already in the early going. Benny Watson was up inside of the top 3. Nathan Fogler was out in front for 7 laps. And now Koibe takes the top position. Second place under contest, Roberto Crown Jr. on the bottom. Virgil Alonso down there with him. Top side being ripped by the 13 of Nathan Fogler. Nathan Stapleton right behind him. Looks like that outside line here, late into a run. Looks like it is pretty powerful. At least over in 1 and 2. 3 and 4 looks like maybe not as good, as Crown Jr. might have gotten the wall there. Just might have brushed it off of turn 4. Here comes another Camry. It's Aaron Macklin in the 6. This is for the 4th position between himself and Alonso. Oh, Crown Jr.'s into the wall, and he got it good that time. You could hear the thud. That's going to probably give him right side damage and might lose him enough momentum where he'll fall out of the lead draft. Follow up on that, see if he's able to stay in touch with this group, as the Nathans cannot get away from each other. Stapleton on the bottom, Fogler on the top. Macklin's going to jump up to the outside line behind his fellow Toyota. Make it a 3-man fight for the 2nd spot. Eric Monaco now into the vicinity there in the 4. Monaco with a top 5 last week at Daytona, 5th place. Right behind him, Sophia Simon, coming off her 8th place finish at Daytona. Pole sitter Austin Reed faded back, now trying to work his way back up to the front. Led only the first lap before he was shuffled to the mid-pack area there. There he is, the tied number 24 Chevrolet. It's like Roberto Crown Jr. has caught back up to this pack. Don't know if he's got damage from the brush to the wall or not, but apparently it has not affected his speed. 3 drivers that do have their speed affected, though, as we documented: Madeline Crenshaw, Cody Smart, and David Dixon. While right now they're obviously not in the conversation for the race win, they could be in the conversation if they get caught and put a lap down. All would depend on where the leaders would encounter them. Right now, all 3 of them are making their way out of turn 4, and the leader was exiting out of turn 2, so that's about half a racetrack right now. And we're not yet to the halfway point. We won't reach that for another 5 laps, so there is every possibility that if this race continues to trend green, that slower traffic could come into play and could be a factor into the outcome of the race winner. Eric Monaco is cleared into 2nd. We're looking at the battle for 3rd. Sophia Simon currently has it. Austin Reed wants it. Aaron Macklin side by side with Nathan Stapleton. That's for 5th. Samet Askan right there as well in the 25. And now Eric Monaco going to be the first challenge that Koibe's had in quite a number of laps. Looking for the top position. Now you can see here at Las Vegas the bright yellow safer barriers and the walls all the way around the outside of the racetrack. That's because of the Pennzoil sponsorship here at Las Vegas, and you can bet that that's a little added pressure for Eric Monaco, the Pennzoil sponsored car in this race, to try and win. Same pressure will be on Mitchell Collins in tomorrow's Cup race. Now they shuffled Koibe out, and now everybody wants to race for the top position. Sophia Simon with a run now to the inside for the top position on Eric Monaco. Austin Reed on the top side there. Door is open for Samet Askan to try and make a move. Reed looks down to block, can't do it. Askan is now there. Reed way up the track there. He completely missed the corner entry. That's going to cost him. Gonna lose spots to Askan, Fogler, Stapleton, Macklin. Here comes Koibe. Yeah, he's still up there on the top side. I think he may have just brushed the wall right there. It's a fine line of how far you can run up the racetrack here at Las Vegas. If you overstep that cushion, you're going to be into the wall. I've already seen a couple of drivers go up there and brush the outside wall. As Eric Monaco showing the way here halfway through this race. Sophia Simon in 2nd. Smet Ozkan third. Fourth place now is Nathan Fogler, and then Nathan Stapleton holding down the top 5. Let's find out where those slower cars that are off the pace are at. Field right now through the middle of 1 and 2. Field coming out of turn 4. So what was about half a racetrack is now maybe about, I'd say, 3/8 of a racetrack distance now. .209 miles per hour at the line, 213 going into the corner for Eric Monaco. This is the same kind of speeds that the Cup drivers are going to have to deal with tomorrow afternoon. Just noticed the 11 of Stephen Burnside making his way up towards the front. 8th place right now for him. Bunch of drivers that did not get the performances they were looking for last week at Daytona. Burnside would be one of them after he started on the pole at Daytona but ended up finishing dead last. Subsequently, he is 20th in points, looking to move his way up the running order. Saw the 26 of Kyle Langland. He was up in the top 10. He's now fallen back to 11th. He finished 19th last week, or last time I should say. Smet Ozkan, 18th in points. He's now up inside of the top 5. Third place, looking for second on Sophia Simon. That's the battle right now towards the front's going to be for 7th. Stephen Burnside on the bottom. Benny Watson, the points leader, up on the top. The numbers are on the inside line with Benjamin Snyder down there and Cole Koibe further up. Third place, Nathan Fogler and Smet Ozkan for the final spot on the podium. Jack Mitchell, seasoned veteran, working his way into the top 5 potentially here. Makes the move to the inside of Smet Ozkan. Jack Mitchell coming off a 7th place run last week at Daytona. Mentioned this back at Daytona too. You know, what would this series cater to? Oh, Benny Watson's up into the wall. Riding the wall all the way through 1 and 2. It's going to be a lot of momentum and a lot of positions lost for him. But, you know, wondered, would it be the veterans, the drivers that have formerly raced in the Cup Series, now coming down here to the Lite Series? Would they be the drivers to watch, or would it be some of these young guns, some of the drivers we've never heard of? Well, so far, it has been the veterans. Benny Watson winning at Daytona, but you got Eric Monaco out in front leading this race. You got to go all the way back to Jack Mitchell in 6th position before you find one of the veterans in the field, one of the former Cup Series drivers. Got a few of them here in this series, though. Mitchell, Benjamin Snyder, Roberto Crown Jr., Cody Smart, Cat Batson. They've all driven a Cup car at some point here in the Duracell Cup Series. Fogler for second. Ooh, barely had to lift there. Might have gotten tight through the center. Got close to drifting up into lifter quarter panel. Sophia Simon. Smet Ozkan now looking for 4th on Nathan Stapleton. I thought that Stapleton was going to make it a no contest. We've seen drivers be able to really utilize the top line through 1 and 2 to their advantage, but might have slipped up a little there, and he is actually going to lose the spot. Ozkan will move into 5th, and Stapleton's in danger of losing more spots. Here comes Mitchell, Stephen Burnside, Cole Koibe down to the inside line also. Mitchell going to pull down across the nose of Stephen Burnside, try to put some dirty air on the nose of that Chevrolet, get him tight. Open up a gap between him and the 11. It's not going to work just yet. As Eric Monaco beginning to put some daylight between himself and 2nd place here. Sophia Simon now falling back into the clutches of Nathan Fogler and Smet Ozkan. Ozkan, I think, has got the fastest car in the field right now, at least up at the front. Made the pass there on Nathan Stapleton for what was eventually 4th, and he is reeled in 2nd and 3rd. He's running lap times. I know draft comes into play a little bit, but he's running lap times either a 10th or 2/10ths quicker than the top 3 ahead of him. 26.2 for Monaco, 26.1 for Simon, 26.1 for Fogler. And then a 26.0 for both Sumit Ozkan and Jack Mitchell. As Ozkan makes the move. Showed the nose anyway. Not able to get enough momentum going into turn 3. Nathan Fogler and Sophia Simon. Maybe she was kind of hanging back, saving her tires. She makes a charge on Eric Monaco for the top position here. Trying to clear him off a 2. Not going to be able to do it. Momentum will go to the top side for Eric Monaco. Simon's not giving up. Drives it in deep. Not going to be able to stay to the left rear quarter panel, so she'll have to kind of get the momentum back. Try again as Sumit Ozkan trying to work his way further up towards the front of the field. He'll take third position away from Nathan Fogler. Ooh, slides up a little bit there, though. Opens up the door for Jack Mitchell. Further up, Sophia Simon looked like she was maybe going to try and cross under Eric Monaco. Nothing doing. And the slower traffic, I saw it just barely in that last camera shot off of turn 2. It's going to come into play here, nearing 10 laps to go. There you see them all right there. David Dixon, Cody Smart, and Madeline Crenshaw all off the pace. All on the lead lap still at this point, though. Despite the fact we had that wreck back on lap 3, our only caution of the day. They've been able to keep it clean, and we've been able to have everybody running and on the lead lap. That will change, though, as obviously there's a huge speed difference between the front runners and those 3 at the tail end there. It's going to be a question, though, of when do they catch them and where do they catch them. Might be a moot point. My gosh, Sumit Ozkan is flying. Now going to go for second place on Sophia Simon. And Jack Mitchell's been able to keep pace with him, too. Those 2 Chevrolets might be the 2 fastest cars in the field right now on the long run. How will they deal with the traffic up here? Will they be able to kind of utilize them as a pick? As, ooh, Ozkan got tight there. Drifted up a lane, almost half a lane at Sophia Simon, but he's going to make it work. Clear into second place, goes to number 25. First car that Eric Monaco is going to catch is going to be David Dixon in the 45. As he just crossed the line for 10 laps to go, did Monaco. Almost 3 wide back there for third. Cole Koibe, Jack Mitchell, Sophia Simon. Got Stephen Burnside looking on in the 11. Mitchell now for third place on Simon. Got tight, had to bail out of the throttle there off of 4. Simon's going to hold the spot. Now Koibe going to jump up to the top side to challenge for 4th place. Got them all single file here. Stacked up, and they're catching the 45. For Monaco, he's hoping that he catches him on a straightaway. If he catches him in a corner, that's not going to be good. And he might not catch him till turn 1 unless he can get a real big tow right here. No, he's not going to be close enough. He's going to get held up a bit through 1 and 2, I do believe. Maybe he'll get lucky. Might be able to get him on the back straightaway here. Sophia Simon back to work for second place on Sumit Ozkan for second place. Going to use the 45 maybe as a pick. Nope. Sumit Ozkan going to clear himself across her nose as Monaco to the inside of Dixon here. You see he got slowed up a bit, but so too does Sumit Ozkan. That was not a good area for him to catch the 45 as he was kind of pinned on the inside off of turn 4. And Sophia Simon looking to take advantage of that. Next car is going to be Cody Smart that Eric Monaco will have to deal with. And then Madeline Crenshaw. Then it's pretty much clear racetrack after that for the race leader. Not able to get to the inside of Cody Smart until they get off of turn 4. Should be able to clear him by the time they get to turn 1. They're stacked up double wide for second place. Sophia Simon going to make the pass and clear off of turn 2, or is she? Here comes Cole Koibe on the bottom. Nope, not going to be able to make the move as, ooh, man. Cody Smart moving down right in front of the 38. Not sure she's going to be thrilled with that. But she should be able to complete the pass here. She does on the front straightaway. One last obstacle for Eric Monaco to have to deal with. That's going to be Madeline Crenshaw in the 22. And I think he's going to make the move. Will Monaco down here into 3. Crenshaw does not give him room. moves down in front of him. There might have been a little contact. He might have moved the 22 up the track. Sophia Simon taking advantage of this, closing up. Gonna fill the hole left by Eric Monaco, and we've got ourselves a race with less than 5 to go. That last time by, 4 laps remaining. As Crenshaw stays up on that top side, continues to battle. And that's gonna hurt Sophia Simon down on that inside line there. I don't know if she's gonna clear the 22. I think the 22 is gonna clear her. That's got to be frustrating for a lead lap car this close to the end of the race. A chance to take a checkered flag, and a now lap machine is hindering your chances of winning. This is 2.5 laps down the Nellis Straight for Eric Monaco, and look at the gap back to second place. Sophia Simon still having to deal with Madeline Crenshaw. As a matter of fact, Cole Coybe is trying to use the lap car to be able to get around the top side of Sophia Simon for second place. Throw a blanket over 5 drivers for that second position. Jack Mitchell's in that, Stephen Burnside, Nathan Fogler as well. They're stacked up because of the 22. And Eric Monaco, I don't know if he's even looking in the rearview mirror, but if he was, there'd be a big smile on his face as there's nothing but clean racetrack out front, a big gap behind, and the white flag is in the air. 1 lap to go here at Las Vegas. Last week, Eric Monaco, well, 2 weeks ago, I should say, Eric Monaco brought it home in the 5th position at Daytona. Good start to the season for him. And he's going to build off that here as too little too late for Sophia Simon. She finally gets clear of the traffic, but not going to have enough time to be able to reel in Eric Monaco, who off turn 4 for the final time, is going to take the checkered flag here tonight at Las Vegas for his first win of the season in the Duracell Ultralight Series. Simon brings it home in second. Jack Mitchell in third, and then it will be Stephen Burnside and Nathan Fogler, the top 5. Eric Monaco leading 31 of the 54 laps here today. Once he got out in front, never looked back. Got a couple of challenges, mostly from Sophia Simon, but worked his way through the slower traffic to perfection and had no contest in the closing stages here today. Standings should be official. Finishing results, that is. And indeed they are. Here's your finishing results from this one. We ran you down through the top 5. Big run there for Stephen Burnside. Well needed after his hardship at Daytona. Nathan Fogler was 12th in points. Good run for him inside that top 5. Coybe brings it home in 6th. Kyle Langland in 7th. John Lightning Jr. in 8th. Samit Oskan and Benjamin Snyder complete out the top 10. Then Aaron Macklin, Kat Batson, Herjo Alonso. Benny Watson faded back to 14th. I don't know if he'll be our points leader heading into next week. I think Eric Monaco may be taking the points lead going into, well, I shouldn't say next week, but our next race at North Wilkesboro. Nathan Stapleton, he was up at the front, faded back middle portion of the race, never made his way back up the front, finishes 15th. Austin Reed started on pole, and he faded all the way back to 16th. Looks like Roberto Crown Jr., the damage he got when he got up into the wall, because he hit it pretty good off of turn 4. He lost the lead group and finished his last car in the lead lap in 17th. And then Madeline Crenshaw, Cody Smart, David Dixon, who were involved in our first and only caution of the day. Due to their damage, they were off the pace and fell a lap down prior to the conclusion of the checkered flag. But that's going to do it here today for our racing at Las Vegas. Tomorrow, it's the Cup cars. They're back here at Las Vegas in preparation for their 3rd race of the season. Hope you will join us for that. If you enjoyed tonight's race, though, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, become part of the crew today. We showed your full feature results, and you're looking now at your point standings heading into North Wilkesboro in 3 weeks' time for the continuation of the season here for the Duracell Ultra Light Series. But until then, I've been Seth Cole. You've been watching another broadcast courtesy of NNSCRA TV, offline racing at its best.